Sports Entertainment is recorded live at twitch.tv/baldyandthebeast. Join us every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time and watch the matches right along with us. All right, we're live. Go ahead and put your kitty on camera, Bront.
I tried to catch the cat to do a bit, but she ran away. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Bront.
I'm Willem.
And we are Baldy and the Beast. Welcome back to a really exciting episode because it is the start of our first theme month of 2021.
Yes.
Woo! What are we doing?
Okay.
I thought you were going to run on that. My bad. What are we doing?
I didn't know if you were going to keep going with that. Okay. This month we are going to be doing FEMBRUARY. So all the matches that we're going to be watching for the month of February. If you're catching us on Twitch, it's going to be a week beforehand because that's just how we record. But all of our episodes for the month of February are going to be women's matches. So for the match that we're going to be watching today, we are doing the Sasha Banks versus Bayley 30-minute Iron Woman match from NXT Takeover Respect. Brooklyn?
Yeah.
Were there two? Because the one that I've got is from Respect. The Iron Woman match is from Takeover Respect. Is Mr. Research kind of like bugging on his notes? I think the Brooklyn match is just a match.
My notes specifically say Brooklyn.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on. Let me.
Well, go into your backstory. Maybe I can find it and figure out what we're looking at.
Okay. Hold on a second. Well, I hope not, because the match I researched was not the one that you said.
I mean, we could watch Takeover Brooklyn. I don't care.
I thought this was. You're right. Fuck. How far off am I?
One pay-per-view.
Yeah, same deal.
Because it was this, and then the Takeover Brooklyn one was immediately
I
after this
think I might have just written the wrong thing down because I did write that this was their last. So I might have just screwed the mooch. I apologize.
It's okay. Not a big deal. There's not that much. There's like a 3-month difference between these two, and this is like seen as one of the better ones of the three. So, however many that they actually did.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and get into the notes here. Okay, sorry about that. So this happened on August 22nd of 2015 at the Barclays Center, Brooklyn, New York, in front of 15,589.
So wait, are we not doing?
Are we not doing what?
Are we not doing the Iron Woman match, or are we doing Brooklyn? Which one are we doing?
You just told me to go in a minute. We're doing the Iron Woman match.
Yeah, the Iron Woman match is not from Brooklyn.
Well, my notes are. Fuck. Okay.
Okay. Well, to change it up, this match took place in the NXT arena at Full Sail, in front of the Full Sail
October
flag.
7th of 2015. Full Sail University in Winter Park, Florida. Attendance of roughly 400.
Well, there you go.
I'm good at my hobby. Anyways, I think this was the culmination of a rivalry between the two, but also the culmination of a 2-year storyline for Bayley. In 2013, Bayley debuted her innocent gimmick that gave her all the shine in the world, made her look great, and honestly made, in a lot of people's eyes, she was the company's next John Cena.
Yeah.
And that just didn't happen. But in 2013, they had announced a tournament to crown the first ever NXT Women's Championship. Both Sasha and Bayley were in that, but they both got eliminated in round 1. And then, because this was about the time they started to realize what they had with the women's division and how it was the best.
Right. They didn't really do the Women's Revolution until the Mania the following year. That's when they really had the it was Sasha, Charlotte, and Becky for the women's title. The best match on that Mania, honestly.
Yeah. And this is still, we're here in 2013 now, so this is still a few years down where all that pipeline of where that town is kind of just now coming in and coming through. Yeah. So that September, Sasha would team with Summer Rae to make the tag team the BFFs, and she would adopt her boss gimmick. And at this time, Bayley and Charlotte were also teaming, and the BFFs were recruiting Bayley. But in the first shocking swerve of the day, Charlotte would join instead of Bayley. She would turn heel on Bayley and join Sasha and Summer Rae. And then in early 2014, Bayley was kind of with Natalya a little bit, and she was able to beat Sasha multiple times while feuding with the group. But in the tourney to fill the vacant women's title, Sasha beat Bayley in round 1. So she got some wins in some non-title stuff, but in the tournament where it mattered, she just wasn't able to get it done.
Okay.
So in July of that year, the BFFs would implode, and Bayley would fail to defeat Summer Rae to get another title shot. But skipping forward ahead a little bit, in August, she would become the number 1 contender by beating Sasha. In her match at Fatal 4-Way, she would lose to Charlotte, and then got a rematch again the next month, and lost to Charlotte again.
Okay.
After that first match at Fatal 4-Way, Charlotte would defend Bayley from an attack from Sasha, and after the match, gave her a handshake, kind of cementing that maybe these two were getting back together now that the BFFs were broken up.
Okay.
Or at least friendly. They were both faces. In October 2014, Bayley's friend Becky would turn on her to align with Sasha. Number 2. Bayley is like the Sting of NXT. So again, she turns to Charlotte for help. But before all that was done, Becky and Sasha would kayfabe injure Bayley's leg in November, and Charlotte would retain her title over Sasha at Revolution in December. That next month, Bayley returned. Guess what she was doing? Saving Charlotte from a beatdown, Becky and Sasha. And Bayley had the belt, and Charlotte snatched it from her. And that leads into Bayley attacking her, which set up a Fatal 4-Way at NXT rival.
Okay.
Banks would win that match and the title. And when Bayley wouldn't turn heel on the fans, shortly on NXT after this, Emma would slap her, and that started the next feud.
Okay.
Which kind of kept her going for a while. And in that time, Becky beat Bayley and Charlotte for a title shot. And Bayley's bad luck would continue when she also lost to Emma in their feud, or not in the whole feud, but in a match, and was ruled out with a hand injury that she blamed Emma for. While she was out, Sasha racked up title defenses. 2 wins over Charlotte, 1 over Alexa Bliss, 1 over Becky Lynch. That is such an impressive roster they had. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah. Bayley returned on that July 22nd in NXT, where she beat Emma and would announce her aspirations to get back to the title picture. But first she wanted to prove herself. So she challenged to beat Charlotte. And the very next week, she challenged to beat Becky. And that's how she earned the title shot. And then the match at Brooklyn happened, where Bayley would defeat Sasha Banks in just a regular singles match for the NXT Women's Championship.
I feel like this match and the next Takeover are I feel like they're swapped on the network because continue. I'm gonna investigate.
That was the end of my spiel.
Oh, well, because that's fucking why. So
what?
Okay. I'm an idiot weeb, and I've been reading too much manga, and all my shit is reading right to left. So I'm looking at this, and it's going I guess it's no. I'm not stupid. It's listed stupid. It's listed the last one of the year, and then the next one, and then the next one.
Yeah.
So
it starts December 30th and goes down.
Yeah.
And not the other way around, which you would expect.
Right. So I'm not stupid. It's stupid. Fuck you, network.
Yeah, I agree. You're
Anyway.
not stupid. It's the technology. Now we sound like old people.
Damn technology. But from the sounds of it, it sounds like basically the NXT women's division in 2013 through 2015, 2016, it was basically all just the 4 horsewomen and then a couple other people peppered in there, and it was all very good wrestling.
Yeah, you had bit players like Emma, Summer Rae, Asuka would end up, starting to make her appearance during this time.
Yep.
Nia
Oh.
Jax was about to debut. I just see because there's a promo, and the
Okay.
promo is just called Nia Jax will exceed your expectations.
Oh. She didn't.
I will withhold that. I was thinking she did on hurting people, but I thought that was too mean to say.
Yeah.
So I wasn't going to, and then I did. Oopsie. But anyways, yeah, that's where we're at.
It's a lot.
Are you ready to run down?
I was gonna say
go ahead.
it's a lot of backstory because there's like it's literally 2 years of build that leads up to like essentially Bayley's coronation as the women's champion in NXT.
Yep. Which kind of sucks because it kind of waited until a lot of the big players were not even in NXT anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of a little bit.
Which kind of sucks. But I don't think that puts a damper on her winning it because at the time she won, that belt had a lot of shine on it.
Oh yeah, and she only lost it to Asuka during like Asuka's win streak.
Yeah.
So was. It's not like she wasn't a great champion.
Yeah, and she lost to. I don't know. Who's all red everything? I forget her name.
Eva Marie.
Eva Marie. I was thinking Eva Lise, and I was like, that's not right.
No.
But Eva Marie. She could have lost to her. Apparently, they had planned for her to win the title at some point. I heard at one point.
Yeah.
So, it wasn't to Eva Marie.
All right, let's go ahead and run down the card real quick. That intro section where we were talking about the backstory in this ran a little bit long, and this is already going to be a long episode as it is because it's a 30-minute Iron Woman match.
Okay, well, this it starts off with 2 semifinal Dusty Rhodes Classic matches that will meet up in the semi-main. So the first match was at the time known as the Mechanics, later known as the Revival. Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson versus Finn Balor and Samoa Joe, where Finn Balor and Samoa Joe got the win. The next team, I forgot this was a thing. Baron Corbin and Rhino were apparently a fucking tag team. Didn't remember that. Defeated Chad Gable and Jason Jordan.
I mean, that honestly just feels like 2 guys smashed together.
So does the other tag team.
Yeah, in the same way of Samoa Joe and Finn Balor.
And I kind of hate it because the final could have been American Alpha versus the Revival.
Yeah.
Ooh, and they chose to go with neither of those teams.
They just chose to go with the 2 teams as just 2 people smashed together into a tag team.
They tend to do that a lot with the Dusty Rhodes Classic. Just give it to 2 singles guys.
They really do, don't they?
Or maybe not give it to them, but give 2 singles guys like a big run.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Asuka. With that undefeated streak, I bet you can't guess what she did. She beat Dana Brooke. Wow.
Are you serious? Dana Brooke lost a match?
To Asuka? Asuka never beats anybody.
I can't believe it.
Next up, we have this one. I actually am a little surprised on. Apollo Crews defeating Tyler Breeze. You would have thought in about this period of time, Tyler Breeze would have picked up that dub.
Well, I mean, Tyler Breeze never really made it big outside of like doing little gimmicks and stuff like that with the Fashion Police. Like, Tyler Breeze is great. Apollo Crews is a great wrestler as well. And they've also, they've done a lot in recent months to make Apollo a lot better as far as the character work. And I think they were trying to make Apollo Crews into, an NXT, star. And then Vince saw him do, a standing moonsault and was like, fuck it, you're on the main right now.
They called him up way too early.
Yeah. He was only in for 8 months or something like that. Not even.
He should have been given a 2-3 run. Not that he needed it, from an in-ring work standpoint, but from a character standpoint, and
you can
from
you can very tell on the character that he was not given enough time in the oven.
Yeah. But to keep this moving, we have Finn Balor and Samoa Joe winning the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic. And in our main event, which I will give you a little spoiler on, it does go 30 minutes. In a 30-minute Iron Man match, Bayley versus Sasha.
The match that we're watching.
Yeah, the official time on Wikipedia is exactly 30 minutes. So it doesn't include intros. Are you ready?
Yes, let's go ahead and go right into it. Like we said, this is going to be the Iron Man match, Iron Woman match from NXT Takeover Respect. If you're looking for it on the network, it is the match starts at the third from the end thing, but don't look at that because there's spoilers if you haven't already figured it out. Match starts in the video or in the pay-per-view at 1 hour 31 minutes and 50 seconds. We're just going to go ahead and count it down because we took a very long time getting around to this point. So we're going to go ahead and count it down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, click. That's a fucking Zack Sabre Jr.
Her in the dome.
Yep, that is a Zack Sabre Jr. submission right there. And Sasha taps right at the last second. Bayley wins 3-2 in a fantastic match. Izzy's crying in the crowd. God, that was so good. I kind of want to watch like the end portion of this too, because like I think I remember some stuff happens, but I don't remember. But this was easily like, this is a fantastic match, and for a month like this, I feel like this is a great way to kick it off because yes, it is a bit longer than normal.
So is Thursday.
But this is easily probably one of the best women's matches I've watched, and we've still got 7 more to watch this coming month and many more to go down the line.
I'm very excited.
Yep. Bayley defends her title. She's crying in the middle of the ring. All the 4 horsewomen. We got Lita on the outside. Stephanie McMahon just congratulating Bayley because she worked so hard to get to this point.
So I did a quick looking at the rest. It looks like it's just a recap, and then she gets flowers from Trips. It doesn't look like there's anything.
Okay.
No angles.
Okay, so we can skip the rest of that. So with that match over with, Bront, what is your hot tagline?
Wrong pay-per-view, right good time.
Beta Women's Revolution.
I thought you were going to call me a beta male for a second, and I was like, weird flex, but okay.
No, this is like the actual Women's Revolution didn't really start to take place until the year following this, and like it kind of started here. So this was, as you can see, like the beta, like the opening. God, my cat is just like, she's got the zoomies, and I can't stop her because she'll kill me.
My cat wants out of the room, so she was like laying on her back with her front paws, pushing the door so she could turn in a circle, and it was kind of adorable. And I was trying to pay attention to the podcast, and it was hard.
Yeah, this is kind of like the beta, as you would expect, or as you would think of, for the Women's Revolution, because it didn't really it started in NXT and kind of worked its way up to the main roster in a way. Do you have no opinions? You're very quiet about that. Or are you reading something?
Opinions. I don't know. I like good wrestling. It was good. I don't know.
So as we kind of brought up in the middle portion of the show, well, so for everybody on YouTube, for this month, we're, aside from a match or two that actually had some that was a little bit older, we're not really going to be doing rebooked this month, mainly because for matches like these, the vast majority of these happened within the last 5 years, so it's very difficult to rebook something like this with modern competitors. And also, it wouldn't really be in the spirit of FEMBRUARY, a match or a month where we're just watching women's matches, to rebook one of these matches with male competitors.
Yeah. There may be one that I argue we do it for.
Okay.
But that's the older one.
Yeah.
And probably anybody that's watched wrestling for anybody that consider themselves a mark should probably know what older particular women's match I'm talking about. So
yeah.
There's your teaser.
Yeah. But that'll be sometime within the next month. Like we said, we've got 7 more of these to go through, and I'm very excited because there's a lot of these matches that are just some top tier stuff.
Yeah.
So we also announced this on Thursday last week. So this coming Thursday, we are going to be watching the Women's Royal Rumble match from 2018, 2017, the first one, whichever one was the first one.
I would look at my notes, but we can't trust them anymore.
Yeah, I know. Because as is also fitting with the season, it is Rumble season, and this Sunday we're going to be also watching the Royal Rumble right here on the channel. We're going to be watching it with everybody here in the chat, doing our watch along as we do for pay-per-views.
I have here the 2018 Rumble.
2018 Women's Rumble. I think that was the first one. Yeah, because 2017, like, the Men's Rumble was where Randy won. So, yeah, it would have been 2018 because that's the year that Shinsuke won the Men's Rumble.
Yep.
So, that's going to be fun to watch this coming Thursday. So, make sure you come check us out. Come hang out with us so we can go and watch that. Do you have anything else you want to bring up today?
I'm trying to think. No, we hit about our time on here. We might went a little long, so I think we're probably good.
It's alright if we go a little bit long. The match itself was 30 minutes, so like we can go a little bit long. Anyway, so if we don't really have anything else to bring up tonight, thank you everybody for coming out and checking us out tonight. We really appreciate you guys coming and checking us out. We've had some growth in the channel that I'm really proud of. We've got 2 matches over 500 views on the YouTube channel, and everything is just continually growing up and up from there. We've got almost 300 listens on our audio-only podcast, and that's great. Really just trying to work our way up on subscribers on YouTube, up on followers on Twitch. So if you know anybody who is into this type of stuff, who likes to just come and hang out and watch wrestling matches, all we ask is that if you... Like, we're doing our best to spread ourselves around, but if you know anybody who would enjoy our stuff, show us around. We really appreciate stuff like that.
Even if they're not your friends, even if they're your enemies, that's fine with us.
Just like here, watch this show.
Yeah, tell everybody.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you everybody for coming out and checking us out tonight. We will see you this Thursday for the 2018 Women's Royal Rumble match, the first Women's Royal Rumble match. If you haven't already, go ahead and check us out in the description down below, where you can check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all the places that we're at. Go ahead and give us a like and subscribe in all those places. If you don't feel like looking at our beautiful faces, you can go ahead and check us out on the audio-only podcast over at Anchor or Spotify or any of the places that we're also at. All of that is in the description down below. Yeah, that's really all I've got for tonight. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with us on the first week, on the first match of February. We will see you this Thursday. Bye, guys.
Bye.